back to the stream. It's been a while, but here we are. So, I really wanted to play Metaphor ReFantazio because I played it once already and I beat it on Monday, and dang, this game is super good. So, I want to play it for stream. I feel like it'd be fun. Also, eventually I'm going to make a review for this, but I don't know when. Also, if things are too loud or too quiet, just let me know. I was going to stream this yesterday, but I decided not to because I was so tired. But, yeah, I'm excited to play this today, and it just so happens to be a Valentine's Day or a Singles Awareness Day. But, yeah, gonna play my new love, Metaphor ReFantazio. So, yeah, let's start playing it. Yeah, this game's goated. It's super good. My favorite was, what is it? Persona 4, but dang, this game is very close to beating that game. Yeah, I really like it. It's just a mix of like all the best games that Atlas has made, at least this core team, because the core team is still the same as the Persona 4 team, or just the Persona team in general. They branched off, they made this studio called Studio Zero, and this is their first game technically. But anyway, we have to watch this cutscene because it's important, so.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles on the generous.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, back to your
Away
cesspit,
with
beggar.
Back to your cesspit, beggar.
Land as grotesque as its people. I've seen this beginning part a bunch.
A land grotesque.
It always plays when you start the game, so.
You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you.
I'm a bit confused because this cutscene doesn't play when you press new game. This cutscene only plays when you start the game up. So if you skip this cutscene, then press new game, then you're not gonna see this. And I'm like, huh? I don't know why they do it like
By
this,
my
but
hand.
it's whatever. It's a setup, so.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even
To
come to
civil
civil
war.
war.
They say.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
Not
A
suspicious at
shame
all.
to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
And that's the cutscene. So now we start the game. There's like this little intro like thing. When I first played the demo, this didn't play. It was just that cutscene, and then it goes straight to the title screen. But this plays, and then sometimes there's another thing that plays as well. But like this is kind of like a credits thing, so we can kind of skip this. Oh my gosh, the game's music is really good too. I think it might be my favorite soundtrack out of any of the games that I've played. Persona 4 is very close, of course, because I like Persona 4, but favoritism thing. Anyway, we have to go to new game, or not new game, we gotta go to load game because we're playing the Regicide run, and the Regicide run only happens when we play New Game Plus, and I am on New Game Plus, so Regicide kind of works the same as Merciless does in Persona 5, where instead of it being like the hard difficulty, it's more of like, it's kind of just hard, except crits happen more often for both you and the enemy, and I think that's the only difference. I could be wrong, but anyway, we'll load game. So what's funny is that I already started yesterday, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna play for stream, so whatever. So yes, here we are. Here we are, introduced.
Who's there? I can feel you watching.
I'm gonna
me
go
from
put it
a
on
place
auto.
Beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Yeah, this is interesting. We're not naming the protagonist, we're naming ourselves. So we name ourselves and the protagonists. It's really weird, but it gets into it later. It's fun. So obviously we're gonna go with any hive. Yes.
Ah,
A most unusual
name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge
Yeah, it's nice because this game has voice acting, so I don't have to read it.
confines of imagination.
Would you call it a powerless creation?
Powerless creation?
Not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so...
Yeah, this game starts and it's super interesting, so I'm like, what's this? You know, what's that? You know? These are all the difficulties. This game is very hard. So, well, it's harder than all the Persona games, because in the Persona games, 3 and 4 gave me troubles. 5 didn't really give me any trouble. I've played SMT3 and that game's kind of hard, but this game is on another level. This game is so hard. I died so many times. We're going to play on Regicide. Regicide and Storyteller are the only 2 difficulties where you can't change the difficulty back. So I'm excited. I heard Regicide is really easy in the beginning because all of your stats from New Game Plus carry over for the most part, so you're kind of
looks like we're in the clear.
cheesing a lot of enemies at first.
The capital's just through this desert.
Obviously it gets harder
Is
later.
it true then? The king is dead. Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to
I wonder
stop
who
them.
this could be.
Monsters, huh? I've
It's
certainly
crazy.
been hearing
It's like they look
stories.
completely different than everyone
To
else.
say
Huh?
nothing of the vacant
It's like when the
throne.
protagonist
There's
sits
a
in the
storm
back of the
coming. Mark my
classroom.
words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Yeah, it's like a fantasy world, but it's kind of like futuristic fantasy. It's kind of strange, but
Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will
yeah, if
save
you
us
haven't
one and all.
noticed,
All we ask
this
is
world
a
is very
tribute.
racist.
You're with us or against us?
Yeah, if you're against
And
us.
if you're against us,
An
An
igniter?
igniter. It's just a thing that allows you to cast
What
magic.
are those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving up.
Who could that be? I don't know.
Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
Mm-hmm. We're the most oppressed race.
No holds, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got?
Our
in
race is so
capital?
rare, no one has seen an elder.
Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
No, that's my book. Give it back. Oh, there it goes. Oof. Killed.
Should have listened to us.
Bro,
chum.
he did nothing. Sad.
Now fall in line. Let's want to get stuck like us.
Oh, here she comes, stab. Oh, I was shocked actually too. This game is rated T. It's not M like the Persona games. And it's strange because later on, dang, some of the bosses in this game look very grotesque. Whoa, we hear a voice. Isn't that crazy? The protagonist talks a lot in this game, so I was shocked that we get to, you know, name him.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
Yeah, I love the character portraits in this game.
At least they didn't figure
They're
out our
super
mission.
nice.
Definitely could have gone worse.
One mission.
What mission?
See, he speaks.
Come on, this is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Tradia Desert. Where do we go? I don't know.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? There's some times where there's no speaking, so I'll do the speaking. I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Alright, here
Let's
we go.
go.
Run away.
Stop!
Stop! There's sandworms, watch out. We gotta run
Watch
around
out.
them. Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet though. Alright, time
Okay.
to go. We gotta go all the way around.
Hurry!
Hurry. If you're interested in the story of this game too, they're making a manga of this right now. I think they're on chapter like 3, 4 probably. I read the first chapter, it's pretty nice. They changed it a little bit actually. Instead of meeting that red-haired girl, you meet another person. So it's like, whoa. So they are changing it a little bit.
Look!
There's Grand Trad. That's what it's called.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say
You're
that at
gonna hear
least.
anxiety
I can at
a
least cast
lot
my usual spell
in
for
this
you.
game.
It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
Whoa, she casts music to your mind.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew.
Oh
after
my
all.
gosh, this song's so good.
Makes the road a little easier.
Yeah, at first the music I was like, this is weird. I don't know if I like this. But then playing 90 hours of the game, I'm like, dang, this is fire. That's a road. What a relief. Grand Trad's already in sight. There you go.
Let's go. Got a sec?
Yeah, that song's really good. This song doesn't play that often though, which is upsetting. Gotta grab these blue things. Some items.
I don't like this.
Sandworm.
Not good! Run for it!
Run away.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785.
785. Crazy.
Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes.
Drink every time you hear the word anxiety.
Disparities tear them apart.
Especially near the end of the game,
No
then you
mortal
die.
mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Yeah, what made this game so interesting to me is when it was first announced back in like 2016. This game is super old. Or it was announced so long ago. Oh, great to hear beggar fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy guidance. Yeah, this game is super old. Or at least the announcement was. And then when they actually showed the game off, they talked about the theme, because every Persona game / SMT game or whatever has like a centralized theme. This one's is anxiety, and I was like, yo, I'm down for that. I get it. Yeah, there's genuinely like no track that I really dislike in this game. This game's soundtrack is near perfect.
Get on with it, then. Drop the dog. Hang him dead. Please. I've done nothing
Oh no.
wrong. Lying dog. Don't try to deny it. You trample the law for the fun of it.
Let it be known. For misuse of
Yeah,
an
those
igniter,
dog creatures
you will
are
hang by the neck
looked down
until
upon.
death.
They're one of the lower races. I'm forgetting what the race is called.
There's no way that
Parapus,
Cloud's going to listen
that's
to
what it
anything
is.
a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin?
Khajiit spares coin.
Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Oh no.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. Gotta stay focused.
You gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
I know, yeah. Elders are a very rare race. You are the most oppressed group.
Capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see
Tons
this kind of
of
diversity out in the
tribes.
countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else.
Clamars are the horned
Which means
ones.
the Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore
Roussants are the
thumb.
ones with the long ears.
Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I
It
heard
was
it was
foul
foul
play.
play.
Assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
No, careful.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending a guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell
Yeah,
you that
this
much.
game has some
Hard to see how the nation can come
starting
back from
stuff
this.
kind of like Persona
Not
4,
have to
but
ask if the prince was still
this
alive.
game starts a lot faster. At least I think. Oh, flashback.
The king dead. His son
This song's really good too.
Are there none left to bear
I'm gonna
the
say
weight
it to
of the
every song.
crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
No mercy.
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No failure here. Oh yeah, just like Persona 2, this game's sleek.
You listening?
I love how it looks.
I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close.
Menus are sick, but
getting
that's
to
how
the
it
capital
goes.
was only the beginning. Now comes the real high stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard considering the need for soldiers.
I beat the game. Alright, recruitment center away. Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. I remember when the game first came out, people were complaining, and they were like, oh, the translations are more harsh than they were in the Japanese version, and such. And it's such a little complaint, you know? I think it's just maybe to give it more personality and things from the English to Japanese, not the exact same, like, direct translations. Then there was this whole thing about, like, you know, people are like, oh, well, with translators and things, they should just be, like, all, like, AI translated rather than, you know, normal translated, because then they add their own politics and things, and I'm like, why is this an issue that we need to complain about? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. People complain about a lot of dumb things, honestly, and I don't know. What's the point of complaining, you know? You're just wasting energy, I think. Carapace woman. Huh, you look different. Oh, not trying to be rude, just mind yourself. This city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Appreciate the advice. Yeah, be careful, they'll get you too, just like all Parapus. Yeah, since this game is, you know, like high royalty type-ish thing, it's always British voices, you know, it's always British. That's how it goes with the more formal. Oh, everyone's just like, oh, this lady's a baddie. And I mean, I guess she is, but I think there's better in the game. I think she's nice though. You can get because there's social links in this game. She's one of the social links, which is cool.
New models out now. I could be out there slinging spells.
Good slinging spells. Yeah, a lot of British accent.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different
it's like
types
jewelry.
too.
And now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine.
I like the
what it's
faces
having
she
to
makes. They're
wave
so
around some
funny.
Shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime.
Look at that. That's so
I can
funny.
even make magma in the air. Though,
She doesn't use that one a lot, but it's funny.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child.
Oh yes, fairies are kind of
Are
rare
you
too.
new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say we don't want to
Shady
catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Mm-hmm.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter? Question mark.
The royal scepter?
you've really never heard of it. Wow.
Yeah, look, it's kind of rude in the beginning. I forget.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty.
She's not like that
Passed
later in
down
the game,
through
but dang, in the
generations.
beginning she's kind of.
If you believe the legends,
Kinda yikes.
it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
World-shattering
More
power.
practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. But no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it?
Tragic.
Kingly
Tragic.
magic is of little use without a king.
You watch Everybody
You
Hates
picked
Chris.
a bad time
That
to
one
visit,
guy.
boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Trouble brewing. Keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous.
True.
She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got to.
Oh, you know, sad thing about this game? No romance. Sad. No, it's fine. All the social links in this game are kind of, they're fun. I like them a lot. And obviously, since, you know, it's revolved around one theme, all the social links revolve around, like, some anxiety that a person has. I really like this game a lot. I think all of the characters are really good. There's usually characters in, like, Persona games or SMT games or whatever, where you're just like, I don't really like this character, I don't really like that character. Every character in this game is really good, in my opinion. I was hoping we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elder, but people here have sharper eyes than I thought. You don't want to draw attention, but hiding a tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Stand proud. You're strong. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should just be ahead. Romance everyone. I wish I could. Can't romance people in this game. Sad. That's how it goes. And hello again. I haven't streamed in a while, but I do like stream. I just haven't had time.
That must be the recruitment center.
I might stream more often this game, because I do want to make a review of it and then use my own footage and stuff, but I'm also recording it off to the side for myself, so I don't know. We'll see.
I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Knock 'em dead. I could swear that that's the voice actress that plays Morgana, but like in certain pitches, it sounds so much like her, but it's not. I don't think it is, at least. I was looking at the Japanese voice cast for this game, and it's crazy. A lot of really good players.
The army's no place for
people.
velvet-spotted lordlings. Why are
Haughty
you here?
captain.
Perhaps your noble
Your
family
noble
collapsed
family.
under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's
Oh,
life.
there he is.
I'm looking to enlist.
Best boy.
Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling.
Lordling.
Welcome to the guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pop.
You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone and be thankful.
You're still in one piece. One Piece build. The One Piece is real. An elder.
I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to
Now we gotta
enlist?
say some questions. I want to fight for change. I need the money. I'm just so bored. I've picked these two, so I'm gonna pick this one. Let's see.
I just want to kill some time.
And a little kingdom-sponsored bloodshed will spice up your life, eh? I know your type. I suppose this work attracts degenerates.
Degenerates.
You crazy?
Are you
So what
crazy?
can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak
There's
of?
like 6 choices for 5 for this one. Let's see. I did this one, and actually no, I did this one, and I've done this one. So let's do this one. Sharp mind, I guess.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte.
I've never heard the word troglodyte until college when one of my friends would just say troglodyte all the time. And I'm like, what? What is a troglodyte? Alright, so we have to name the protagonist. So what's his canon name? Can anyone guess? It's Will. Which is kind of strange. You'd figure it's like something, I don't know. I feel like it'd be something else. but it's kind of like will of the people. Because, you know, they're looking for a new king and things, and, you know, we'll figure it out later. You'll see. So we'll name him Will. In my playthrough, I named him Rene or Rene. It's like the French way of saying Will, and I thought it was just kind of more fancy. It was like R-E-N-E. Yeah, and I just used that. My sister plays this game too, and she named her character Charmant, which is another French thing. So, I mean, I guess it's more regal, I guess.
All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes.
I don't understand this
You
game.
heard about the monster sightings,
Oh, wait, let me
so
see.
stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
Yeah, I don't understand this game when the protagonist talks a lot in this game. Almost all of his lines are voiced. So I'm like, why do we have to name the guy? If we're guiding this protagonist, you know, he should already have like a name, I think. But I don't know.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
I know a lot of Persona fans are always like, oh, I hate when they're like, hey, this guy, or hey, that guy, or whatever, and they don't say the protagonist's names and things. It doesn't really matter to me, because a lot of the times, at least for Persona games, you're the protagonist, so you're shaping who they are. But we're not the protagonist for this one, so I'm like, I don't know.
On your way now. Hop to.
Hop to. Hop to. Sounds like Hawk 2. Hawk 2 up. Boom. No choice but to wait our turn. Sad.
Whoa.
Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstance. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. If I could speak in good accents, then I would, but I can't. It reminds me of, if you guys watch Hololive, Fauna. Sometimes she does like a British accent, and it's so bad. She's not good at accents, but whenever she does it, it's so funny.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters?
Oh, this is interesting.
You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like,
Human? Question mark?
Next.
No way.
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not.
An elder?
An elder?
Yes, I'm telling you.
It's the first
Our
of your
tribe is
kind I've
rare.
seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here.
True.
We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
I really like the character
Can't
portraits in
say
this
that
game. They're
again,
super nice.
boy.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure
Yeah,
up to
Clamars are the
Flora's sword
highest
strength?
of the races, because the royal family are Clamars, so...
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You alright?
Thanks. That was terrifying. I had a handle. We'll just do thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
So I'm pretty sure you still keep the equipment that you had from your previous playthrough, so we're not gonna use it. I want to stay as low level as possible. I don't want to just blow through things, you know?
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on Main Street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
With your life. Royal Capital Vicinity Map.
Wow, that's a real map.
Real map.
It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again.
Think again.
First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive.
Pain.
Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold
That
up.
portrait's so
Enjoy
funny.
tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get.
Trying to think if there's any other funny portraits. Oh yeah, there's a couple, but they're not till later.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I remember when I first played this game, I felt really weird because I'm like, I don't know, I felt like a fairy would have a higher pitched voice. So when I heard her voice for the first time, I'm like, dang, that's the fairy's voice? I was not expecting that. I mean, I like her voice, so it's not super annoying and high pitched, but that's just what I was expecting, you know? I do like her voice though, it's nice.
You awake?
You awake? No, I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open,
So many racist people.
It's a
It's
lot.
crazy. It's okay, it's a fantasy, right? That doesn't happen in our real life. It never gets easier.
It never gets easier.
yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
A long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still.
I think my favorite
the prince was
portrait in the
kinda
entire
taking it.
game.
He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him.
I think my favorite portrait in the entire game is actually the protagonist. I really like how they draw him. To be honest, because I was drawing a little bit again for a time. I kind of want to draw him. He seems really cool to draw.
Speaking of, he's the one who
But
gave you that book, right? Can I
He's
see it?
drawn by the goat, Soejima Shigenori Soejima. I think that's what his name is. One of the three people, the core team for Persona games. It's Katsura Hashino, and then it's Soejima, and then it's Shoji Meguro. Oh my gosh, those three are the goats. The goats.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been
Look at that. It's so funny.
Thanks.
I skipped over it on accident. I meant to stay there, but it's funny. Oh yeah, we get to see what's in the book.
It's what you call a fantasy story.
This
right?
is the fantasy in the book.
So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. And Prince
I
loved
think
these
it's
kinds of
just the blue
stories.
hair.
Okay, let's see. It says the
I
young
know a lot of
traveler
people
was
saying that
amazed by the world he saw.
the main character looks like the main character from Persona 3 mixed with the robot from Persona 3.
In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal.
Oh, don't say that.
You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
And it's true, she's a small fairy, so...
Guess I'll just read more
I
later.
can only imagine. Maybe the pages are heavy.
Good night.
I don't know. Same frames are dropping, so I gotta turn things down, I think. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, sorry, I just want to make sure everything is okay, so I'm just looking through. Seems like we're good. Alright, now we're gonna save. I'm gonna save right here. Yeah, you can see all the other playthroughs. This game took me 95 hours to beat. This game is super long. But also I was kind of bashing my head in because some of the bosses are really hard. And I was kind of stubborn, I didn't grind.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to
I don't know why, this is just so... I don't know why that looked so funny.
I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the
His
differences
accent
that
is
make us who
weird.
we are. I don't want that to be the world
It
we
doesn't
live in.
sound like...
The Elder
I don't know,
here
it
are a
sounds
perfect
weird.
example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down.
Rip.
It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix it. You okay?
Rose cursed. Watch out.
Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Oh, another thing about this game, everyone in this game has like a British accent except the protagonist. I don't know, it throws me off. Like a British or like a Scottish type accent, because there's a couple that have like a Scottish accent. Bro's floating. Yeah, the book's important.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
I like the different colored eyes. There's a lot of anime cutscenes in this game, but there's a lot in the beginning. To the northern border fort.
A until arrival at the northern border fort.
One day
remains.
Yeah, this is the transfer, like the next day type thing. It's cool.
Let's see.
Let's find our destination. Northern border fort. There it is.
This place here.
Hey, don't forget.
Got
Okay,
it.
then.
All we gotta do now is rest. We got a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
Yeah, I really like this. It's cool. It's like in Persona 5 where they throw like the dagger at the screen.
The northern
I love
border
this.
fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Every time you go to a new location, it's always this. It's that music with like a narrator speaking over it. It's great. I like it a lot.
Oh, finally.
It's really cool.
Can hardly feel my legs.
Rip.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's hard to explain.
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia.
I'm
perhaps.
something of a reader myself.
I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Is there a fight you want?
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar. I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
I can't tell you. No, we're gonna say I'm Will.
That's my name.
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it.
They
For
don't
what it's
say it,
worth,
of
my
course.
title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I?
He was still going.
Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone
Oh, danger.
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's
Not
unconscious.
one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward to the fort then.
Yeah, we meet Stroll, but he calls himself Leon Stroll, so we never call him by his first name. I'm almost positive most of the characters we don't call by their first name. I don't know, actually, I'm trying to think. I don't think so, though. Oh, we're about to hear the biggest banger after this scene, though.
Hey, I've got a bad
Got
feeling
a bad feeling about this.
It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench.
When did she
in
get
the
that
air,
armor?
And it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I don't see a fairy.
Fairy. I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to put that on me? He just saw you talking to me. And I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared.
Here we go, biggest
I assume
banger.
you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
Here we go, big banger. Oh my gosh, this song is so good.
Okay? Here we go. Actually,
I'm sorry, I was consumed by the song that I stopped reading. Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case is, this situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. It's a shame because this song only plays here, but this song is so good. Honestly, yeah. Gotta cover every single song myself. Uh-oh, anime cutscene. Everyone's dead. Look at that enemy is gross.
There it is. That's a human.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm like, human? What do you mean, human?
We have to help the survivors. Damn it.
This is horrific. So many dead. Prius, I hope you're safe.
Hurry.
No time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Alright, let's see. Anyone alive? I don't think so. Do they look alive to you? None of them are breathing. We're too late. There might be others. Let's keep searching. You can't search here. Oh, surprise! Egg jump scare. We got company. What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I do agree. I'm glad you still got your wits about you. With you here, we might still get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against this thing if we attack separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Alright, trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. You just gotta slap it around.
Come and get it.
Okay.
We have the edge. I'll give it my all.
Yeah, so that's how it goes for this game. Like, in the open world, you, like, hit the enemy a bunch of times. And then once they're staggered, you go into it, and then they're stunned for a couple turns. Some moves can stun them, too. Oh, the battle theme's good, too. It's so good. See, look. Recover it from stun.
Easier than expected.
I think we got them all. Right.
Pull through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Alright, let's go.
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty.
Hey.
But we have the element of surprise. We catch it off guard if we strike now. Yeah, if you hit it from behind, then you get like a critical hit. Boom.
Okay.
I like that like cutaway where it's like the character falls down in front of the screen. Later on, other characters do it too, which is cool. Burn! They die hard. Can't move because it's done.
I won't hold back. The next one will fall just as easy. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Let's see. We'll do strength. Oh my god, this song is so good.
Looks like we're safe for now.
The song is full of that, or the song. This game is full of bangers. Honestly, like no track I hate. They're all pretty good songs. Yeah, the enemy can hit you, and then they get an advantage if they hit you. But you can dodge too, so it's pretty nice.
Let's go.
Fire!
A 1, 2, 3. Unscathed triumph is exactly what you think it is. If you don't get hit during the battle, you get more XP, which is really cool. He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elder, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad spot without you making it worse. That monster showing up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course, this is how it ends. Red. Dead. You're not to blame.
Run.
You're so young, a fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing's up ahead.
No.
There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late, that monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. Dead. Oh, I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked.
Hey.
Calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elga. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Gotta go up here because there's an item up here.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
If it's useful, I say grab it. She says that a lot.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
perhaps searching for someone? I guess that's right.
I get it now.
Thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth... Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to bring up the law.
What?
That cry, is that the human from earlier? Yes, it is. It only came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are soldiers still fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle our first matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower. Away we go.
Let's hurry.
Oh, let's wait for it to turn around. Alright. In we go. Bop, bop, bop.
This battle's ours. This could be our chance. I won't hold back.
Burn to ash!
Burn to ash! think I'm getting used to this.
I think that's all of them.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I always get worried because the dodging in this game, it's not like instant. Like you have to stop swinging first and then you can roll.
Let's go. Burn.
But it's not like an action game, it's a turn-based game. It's just there's action elements in it.
Be careful.
Oh gosh.
This is our chance. This could be our chance.
Yeah, Stroll hits stuff too, which is good.
Let's go.
I think I can blow my MP here because I think it gets refreshed with the battle, with the human battle.
I think that's all of them.
Let's push through. Let's give them a fight. Let's take them all out. They won't hold back. Fire. Just one left. They're down.
Keep it up.
Oh. Dead Zo.
There's no way I'm stopping here. Not bad. I feel stronger.
I feel stronger.
Ah, there's a tooth! Come on. This battle's ours. Let's go.
Mr. Tooth.
Let's go.
Tooth Hurdy.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? I think we're in the clear.
I think we're in the clear. I've got 3 MP left. The roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be any survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do, because he's a noble. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's just possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time...
Hey.
And you plan to forge ahead despite the risk? I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. I won't let you die up there.
That's true, but...
Ha! I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well, lend me your strength. Alright. It's human battle time.
What do you think?
It's human from earlier. What should we do? Let's go.
Yep.
Don't do anything rash. Alright, speaking times.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
That like peril sound is the same sound that they use for
It's all because of them.
Persona 5. I'm like, that's funny.
We'll just have to make it work.
The mission depends on our survival.
Let's go.
Oh, it doesn't restore. I thought it did.
I won't hold back.
Let me just yeah.
Vile monster. You're mine. Burn to ash.
Yeah, nothing happens here.
Oh, please.
What's going on? It didn't even flint.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this.
Oh, I still have, this is all the stuff from my last playthrough. I didn't know I had all of this. It's kind of funny. Where's the pill?
Let's try this.
The power of fire.
Yeah, there's no point in hitting it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it doesn't kill you.
How is it this strong?
What can I do? The prince is my best friend and you save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people. No matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
Smack him. And he's dead.
Forgive me.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Watch out, run.
Oh, fate, subtle child.
Oh, he's awakening
Oh,
to his persona.
vanquished traveler.
That's not what it is in this game, though.
Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity.
Now choose.
Now choose.
I choose.
Oh, the way they awaken to their personas in this game is sick.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Bro rips his heart out. That's probably the most violent way of any summoning so far. Well, in Persona 3 you shoot yourself, so I... It's pretty gross. Like this big robot thingy. I don't really know how to describe it. It kind of looks like a robot.
What the heck
What's
is
going on?
Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Yeah, so with all these, they're called archetypes. With all these archetypes, you level them up individually. And since it carries over from last playthrough, this archetype is already fully leveled up. So it has all the, you wouldn't normally have these three here. I think you'd only have these two actually. But anyway, we're only going to use those ones. It still does so much damage though. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. That's usually not the case. You have to use an igniter, I know. Big cheater. Yeah, I would have,
Are you okay?
the only... I like this game a lot. I think it's really good, but there's a couple of things that make me upset, and that's one of the things. This Regicide difficulty that I'm on can only be accessed in New Game Plus. If you press New Game and you try to restart and like play just like a new game, not like New Game Plus, unfortunately it doesn't let you. And I'm like, that's so dumb.
If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off
Yeah, I
those
gotta get
attacks
to the
somehow?
game fast somehow.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade feet. We can target those.
We can target the head, wings, and blade feet, but they're weak to wind. Whoa.
It's okay.
So with this game, if you hit a weakness, then you get an extra turn. But it's not like Persona, where like if you hit them with a weakness, they fall down, then you can do like an all-out attack. It's SMT. So with the Shin Megami Tensei games, it's more, they call it the press turn system. So if you attack someone with a weakness, you get an extra turn. If you pass your turn, you also get an extra turn, which is pretty cool. So passing is actually a very valid tactic, which is pretty cool.
Wind!
Oh. Look at him go. Oh yeah, on the hard difficulties, they also add a turn to every single enemy. So this enemy would normally only have one turn, but because I'm playing on Regicide, it has 2 turns. So
Come forth, royal soul.
has the same issue with difficulty. You can't unlock unknown difficulties until you beat the game and have access to the grade shop. Yeah, I just wish that, like, once you beat the game, Regicide is just unlocked. Like, I don't have to go to New Game Plus to access it. But that's just, for some reason, that's just how it goes in this game. What's even dumber is that the secret boss of this game, because there's secret bosses in all these games, it's only available in New Game Plus. Like, it's really dumb. And you don't get access to it until you unlock the area where, like, you can...
Eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough! It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do!
Yeah, you can't access it until, like, you unlock the area where you can, like, manipulate archetypes and stuff. But then at that point, it's a secret boss that has the strength of the final boss from the previous playthrough. So you have to level up. And I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, what the heck? Gotta slap the apples off.
Vitus power.
Win.
A tough one.
We don't take out those apple things? I think we'll regret it. You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle
This is so nice. You can have her do stuff. It's
Understood.
crazy.
Leave it to me.
In Persona 5, there would be some times where, like,
Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
some of your teammates can go off to, like, the side and things and, like, damage the boss for a little bit. But it was, like, an event type thing, and this is kind of the same, so...
Let's go.
Let's go.
Scour.
Scour. I should probably heal. It just does so little damage. Seeker! And Seeker's the archetype that specializes with wind, so it resists wind.
Come
Royal
forth,
Soul.
Royal Soul. Wind.
Wind. Wow. What's really nice is that you can skip the animations, so it makes things faster for the battles. One big problem of any turn-based game for me is how slow battles can be, but Persona games and this game, and even SMT, makes the battles super fast, and I like that a lot. I was playing through Dragon Quest III, the remake, on my Switch. Oh, nice dodge. Oh yes, if you dodge, you get rid of 2 of their turns, which is really nice. And if you reflect a move, you get rid of all of their turns. So there's some enemies later in the game that have like 4 or 5 press turns. So if you reflect a move, then they lose all of those press turns, and it's great. Whoa, we did it! That was so hard. Good.
Okay, I'll strive for greater
Strive for greater heights. Just do it on strength.
True power
We did
is
it.
born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power
Venture forth.
and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy!
It was crazy. So in most of these games, at least in the Persona games, they awaken their personas, or whatever it is. In this game, it's an archetype. When something happens. So in Persona 4, it's whenever you beat your true self, you like pursue you know, you pursue your true self and you accept it, and then you get your persona. In this game, it's more, if there's a really strong anxiety and you like push through it, and like you need to push through it like really hard, that's when you awaken to your archetype, and it's pretty cool. This whole game revolves around anxiety. And I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Look, that stroll guy is still alive.
I'll be damned. Someone actually.
There's our contact.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank
Grius.
goodness you're alive.
Gallica, you made it.
I like his portrait. It's really
He's our
detailed.
man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the
But
message
all
to.
the portraits are
Badly
detailed.
hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, you're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question? About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
Tough battle. Yeah, he's the main antagonist of this game.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself
You're a
away.
fool.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there, and it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him, especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Yeah, you got a new quest, and this quest persists the entire game.
If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Oh boy, on to the first dungeon, technically.
Now, you should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found in those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I got one question.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
He will die by my hand. If I should keep the dangerous things away, there's like nothing around.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't realize that one of those things were there. There's an achievement of getting all of those gold beetles. They're like in random areas in the world. Well, I guess you could just completely miss that one then, because you can't go back to this area. See if there's anything else around. Oh, I can't run. This is the fastest I can go. Whoa. Alright. Nothing important. You done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act up for His Highness. You want to ask about that power, don't you?
Huh?
I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary. And yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness's, the Prince, tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly. That's incredible. Alright, let's talk to... Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. If only I had that power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Alright, time to sleep. What was that power in you, I wonder? Korea seemed to know something about it. Well, hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take the rest of the day off. Let's get some rest. Good, I'm pooped. Bro, she's pooped. Auto.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor bed.
The ground makes a poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you, though. When a human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
This is the most savage answer. I'm like, ain't no way. There's some pretty savage answers later on too to Gallica, but she's kind of mean in the beginning, so I'm, you know, no.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you.
I forgot about that, actually. That's funny.
But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
Time to read more of the book.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Nap time. Bravia Falls maybe weirder fairies, huh? Interesting. Oh, here it is. Here's the, this is essentially the velvet room of this game. So where you do the manipulating of all the archetypes and whatnot. So I assume the secret boss is here then.
Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
Hoomst.
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
Academia.
Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
Not interested.
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating
Oh my god, this song is good too.
True magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magla within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art. Now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, No matter its form, indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you?
What say you?
Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay.
Okay.
Big handshake.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere. This is the social link.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering
Yeah, you can see how much Persona is in this game. Yeah, and the rank system isn't till 10. It's from 8 now, which is cool. It's very easy to get all the max social links. I got it in my last playthrough. Actually, I know I missed it by 1 day. I was so mad.
And the thrills that yet lie ahead.
Yeah, it's not really accurate to say an archetype is like a persona.
The funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Archetypes in this game are basically jobs, so it's like a job system. In Persona, though,
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected.
Yeah, in Persona, though, the main character is the Arcana of the Fool, so that means he can change personas by will, and everyone else is kind of hard stuck their persona. But in this game, anyone can be any archetype as long as you awaken them to it, and it's great. Anyone can be any job, essentially, and I really like that in JRPGs or just RPGs in general, where you can customize the jobs for every class and every person. It makes it a lot more fun, instead of them just kind of being stuck. Funny you mentioned that it sounds like old Final Fantasy. This game reminds me heavily of Final Fantasy 3, because I finished that game recently, like a couple months ago, and in that game, there's specific parts that you go to where they're just like, oh, you know, this archetype is better in this situation, or this archetype is better in this situation. This game does the exact same thing, where it's like, in specific areas, this archetype is better than this archetype, and you have to like switch between them, so it's not like you're not using an archetype. You're gonna use almost every archetype that's given to you in the game, which is great.
So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad,
They'll
you'll
never
be
see
our
us
vanguard.
coming!
Trial by fire. But the sooner you get used to that power,
Persona 5 pill.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path.
Yeah, kind of like
Sounded like superstition to me. But everything's always
a
clear
path
on the
that
battlefield.
like clears anxiety, I
Once I
guess,
saw
or like
it in
kind of goes
action.
through it.
I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it.
I'm watching you.
Trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
Alright, we're going to the Nord mines. Going through them will put us near the capital, it seems. And then we go straight to the
That
capital.
being the case.
All right.
Next stop, Grand Trad.
This place.
Don't let your guard down.
We're going to the Nord mines. You ready? Let's go.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad, is resource-rich with magma crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
Yeah, it's like a storybook, which is kind of fun. The mine's entrance should just be ahead. Don't stray off the path. ...
Huh?
What's the matter?
What happened?
I may be imagining it, but I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge. Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget, I have my eye on you. My eye, singular.
Look at that!
This song's good too. That large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush. So what now? Like we need another addition to our list of problems? Maybe we can hide and wait it out. No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time it is. Besides, let me guess. You could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep eyeing me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind. Hold on. Wild dogs ahead. Hundos. The beast hunts in packs. Should they come on us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't give them a chance to surround us. We need to find a different path for now. Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. Really? You still don't get it. So be it. Seems like you need an impromptu lesson on the basis of combat. Oh boy, tutorial. Take a look at a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down.
Luke.
Now size up that hundo. What do you make of it? It's weaker. You slipped out of death's grip at a fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. When engaging a weaker force, clear your mind, simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword.
Alright.
Try it for yourself.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, sometimes enemies are so weak you can just kill them against them. But most time the enemy is too strong, so you have to hit them and then you have to go into a turn-based battle, but yeah.
Hold on.
Got one more rule.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Okay, this is now, I think, where we can control party members.
That being the case...
Bum, bum. Oh gosh!
We have the edge.
I think these are weak to wind, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's go. Wind.
Nope.
A tough one.
Take this.
They chose the wrong opponent.
Chose the wrong opponent.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Bird jump scare. No, I rolled!
Brace yourself.
This is what happens when you get ambushed. Oh, it did a crit. Oh, nice dodge.
Don't be careless.
Phantom dance. Didn't do anything.
Come forth,
Royal soul.
Royal soul. The blade's edge. Still up.
Nope.
Take this. Go on. Finish
Take
the
this.
job.
Yeah, there's different battle themes. So if you get ambushed, that's the song. If you go for an advantage, that's that song. The hey, hey, hey song.
Claim to it. So is yours.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. This could be our chance.
Alright, I think we can change tactics now. Oh, maybe not.
It's your call.
Yeah, I guess we can't control them yet. but we will be able to. Oh yeah, if you hit them with a weakness, you can't transfer over to someone too. It just moves on to the next character. So that kind of sucks, but I mean that's whatever. You get an extra turn, so there's already a benefit. Oh my god. Oh, I was pressing X and I was like, why is this not working?
Seeker!
Win! Wow.
Better be sure. Let's go.
Just to be sure, I was gonna do slash, but if it would have died, or wouldn't have died, then I wouldn't have gotten unscathed triumph.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
That was the last of them. What is it?
I haven't seen you lot around these parts. You would be banished now. What are you talking about? I'll get a better look at you. It says you want bandit material. Guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed.
Right.
What are you doing in such a remote place? Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I'm a regular nearby, so I came for business, but the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assume a human appeared.
Pardon?
For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you be interested in buying something? Let's see.
Now
then. Yeah, this is all from my old playthrough, so I have like a million like items. Found something worth selling, I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in this war, there's a lot of rubbish. Some materials too, you won't catch me scavenging it for today though. Stay put until the beasts settle down more. You find something worth selling, well you know where to find me. Right. Oh gosh, gotta roll.
This battle's ours.
Yeah, Merciless you deal a lot less damage than usual. So they're not getting stunned as easy. Bam, bam.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam,
Just making sure. Are you okay? Don't push him.
Cat! We have the edge. Seeker! Scour! Stay sharp!
Wow.
I think I'm getting used to this.
I can get used to this. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh!
Oh!
This is our chance.
You can't just roll instantly. You gotta wait till the sword swings down and then you can roll.
I won't roll back. Wind! Still here?
Take this!
I think those things are weak to fire. I could be wrong.
Even easier than expected.
Bird jump scare.
Come and get it.
Come and get it.
This battle's ours.
This battle's ours.
Vitus power. A tough one.
Oh, the game hasn't shown you yet, but there's a rows system in this game. So if you're in the front row, you deal more damage, but obviously your defense goes down. But if you're in the back row, then you deal less damage, but your defense goes up.
Hold on.
Air here is suddenly growing tense.
Got a moment?
What's going on? There are some archetypes where you can only fight in the front row, or you can only fight in the back row. We've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself, or would you rather we come at you? Awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't you? They've lived long enough. Kill them! Now, I'm pretty sure these guys are weak to fire.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver.
What is that?
Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter. Let's do this.
This is the battle where they're like, press guard. Oh, I didn't know if they were going to show it. Obviously, guarding takes a turn, so... Oh! Big miss. Oh my gosh, they did a lot of damage, actually. Your formation will affect the damage partners deliver and receive. Yeah, front row, back rows, I'm telling you, whatever.
We're barely holding together. You gotta heal up quick. Jeez, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Man. Seeker. I don't think you can control them until we're in the North Mines, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the enemies do more damage and we do less damage.
Take this.
Take this.
Get ready.
Uh-oh, I'm being targeted. Watch out.
What's that?
I can take it.
Something's coming. Watch out.
Yeah, if I don't guard, I probably would die from the fire.
No mercy for you. Here they come.
Vitus power.
I'll heal.
Take this.
Take this.
It's our turn now.
Let's go.
Win.
Oh.
Tough way.
It slashed. Hey, the soldiers from the fort, they survived? No, that couldn't be. Simply deserters, aren't they? No. It's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries.
Let's hurry.
In any case, probably keep moving. Let's go. Let's go. I like this song too. Alright, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Should we hurry inside? Not long there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it. Alright, we're gonna save and we're gonna call it for today. I might continue tomorrow, we'll see. I'm not sure. But I'll let you guys know. In any case, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.